Make sure you're subscribed to keep up with my life on a daily basis.
Nope.
All around me are familiar.
Hippity hoppity, women are property. Alright, so as we can see, Jake Paul has started a boxing career. That's not good. It's not good at all. Well, I mean, nothing that guy does is good. I mean, even if he donated to the homeless, which I'm sure he wouldn't, because we know he wouldn't, he'd still do something wrong. I don't know how he'd do something wrong donating to the homeless, but he would. Because that's the kind of person he is. He's just an absolute monumentous douche. I don't even know if that's a word, monumentous. We're gonna say it is, because why not? But he's just an absolute douchebag. Even in the way he talks, you can tell he is a douchebag. It's hard to deal with. I thought, maybe his whole world was, like, social media world was going to collapse on him, and the world would become a better place. But no, it's not, because he's going to boxing, which is just probably going to give him more YouTube clout. And you know what that's going to do? That's just going to reignite the fire that was his 2017 to 2019 YouTube career. I mean, I don't know what he's done past that, because I've just tried to extinguish... he really hasn't been popular for, early 2019 and on. But, 2017, 2018, those were his, golden age. And I think he wants to start another one, which we do not need. We do not need T10, or that Team 10 to reform, or whatever. I don't even know what happened to them. Is that still a thing? Is the Team 10 house still a thing? Did he kick him out? Is that just his mansion now? I don't know. I really don't care. I don't care about him. I just want him to stop. He just needs to stop. He's terrible. Why? Why does he do these things? Hopefully, he does good enough to the point where he gets to Mike Tyson, and then Mike Tyson will kill him. You saw in that match, it was a 2-round knockout. How? How did that little baby man of a douchebag get a 2-round knockout on him? That is almost like professional level, and he still got a 2-round knockout on him. Why? Why did he do that? Well, it's not really why, it's how. How did he do that? I don't know how he did that. It had to be luck. Or, what was the guy's name? Nate Robinson or something? I've never heard of him. But, he sucked. Both of them sucked, but, he was the suckier of the two, and he won. How? Why? It was rigged. I guarantee it was rigged. He's starting a career. There is no way that he can be a professional boxer at all. There is no way. This is just a new... was it him or Logan Paul who did the KSI fight? I don't remember. If it was him, I just remember it ended up in a draw, and it was, rigged. So I'm assuming that happened with this match. He's probably just paying that Nate Robinson guy. I don't know who he is, really. I just know he was in the NBA. He's probably paying him to get... to get clout, so he'll go up in popularity, which, let's hope, does not happen, because we do not need more Jake Paul in our life and in the media. Why? We know why. He's an absolute douchebag, and we've seen this, and also he just makes terrible content. He's like a cancerous little growth, and he's about to go into remission or whatever it's called. If we just do not pay attention to him, he's just gonna die out. And that's what needs to happen. We just don't need to pay attention to him. We just don't pay attention to him, and he's going to disappear, hopefully. We cannot have him become popular again. That is the worst possible situation. Anyway, let's get back to his 2-minute knockout. That had to be only because he was fighting an NBA player. There's no way against a real boxer that he could get a 2-round knockout. I don't know why. I don't know if I remember if I said 2-minute. No, a 2-round knockout. It either had to be luck, rigged. It was either luck or rigged. I really don't think it was his skill, because I imagine he'd fight like a baby. Only because he's just a spoiled little douche. And also, did you see his speech afterwards? Like, post-match speech. I'm pretty sure half the things he said were lies. I mean, I'm no Jake Paul expert, believe me, but I'm like 80% sure half the stuff he said were lies about himself. I don't understand, like, what he has to gain from... Well, I mean, he doesn't really have anything to gain, hopefully, because, I could not live with more Jake Paul dominating YouTube, even if it was about... I don't want to deal with Jake Paul in the media at all. I don't care if it's sports, I don't care if it's YouTube, I don't care if it's... He is dictator of North Korea. I do not want him in the news at all, because I just don't want to hear about it. I mean, we know what that was like in 2018. It was terrible. The dark ages of YouTube started with him at its peak. So, what other dark ages would he start if he was at the top of any form of media, whether it was Sports Center or whatever? There would probably be a dark age that ensued. I mean, we're still in the YouTube dark age, and it's probably not going to end for a while. And I really do blame him for starting this all, because he was one of the most influential people of all time. I mean, influential doesn't mean you're good, because, you know, Hitler was influential. Hitler killed 6 million Jews, too, but, you know... I just don't want YouTube, like a YouTube holocaust where creators are killed, because that's just about what's happening. It's like a YouTube holocaust. And with him, you know, even though he says he's gonna quit YouTube, he's not. If anything, he's gonna post more. There's no way he is not. He's quitting. Because I'm sure there's still generations of 9-year-olds who were 9-year-olds in 2018 who are now probably 11-year-olds who still watch him, sadly. And, well, that's also... Those people are going to be voting in 7 years. We might have a president, Jake Paul. Well, okay, I went off on a limb there. But anyway, really, this is terrible. Why? Because we know Jake Paul. I don't have to explain how he is. Everybody knows how he is. He's terrible. And this is what we're gonna have to deal with now. Deal with hearing in the media, on YouTube, everywhere else, Jake Paul, again. And, well... I only wish you the best of luck for when this happens. Remember to like and subscribe if you like this video. Also, check out other videos on my channel. Do it, and I'll give you a free cookie. You heard me. A free one. Yeah. Alright. Bye.
Everybody ask me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody ask me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody ask me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody, 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 everybody ask me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. I know. Everybody ask me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. I know. Everybody ask me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. I know. Everybody ask me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. I know. Everybody ask me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody ask me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody ask me how I know. I smiled smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody, 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 everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. I know. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. I know. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. I know. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. I know. Answer.